Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Nethercott from the CPaaS Acceleration Alliance again once with you, here with another showcase introduction for CASA 23. Today we have our contestant, Adnan Saleem from Radisys, and he will be with us in Amsterdam next week. Adnan, welcome to our session here today.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, really looking forward to next week and looking at use cases, having discussions with the broader community around CPaaS, and more importantly, around acceleration of CPaaS as we go forward. There's a lot of new industry initiatives and new technologies that are emerging that we will talk about. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got a really great group of individuals coming from all over the world. I think we've counted 60 plus countries or something crazy like that. So it's going to
Wow,
be
that's
a
great.
lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. And Radisys is a key part of that. And so we're excited to have you there. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the showcase, but before we do that, maybe share a little bit about what you're seeing out there in the market. What are some of the features or use cases that your team is having the most success with right now?
Yeah, sure. I think what we will talk about at the show, have discussions around those topics during the event, as well as do live demos and showcase part of that as well. Sort of the key components from our perspective, what we're bringing in, and would love to discuss and present with the broader industry and community there, are things about taking sort of the basic communications CPaaS infrastructure that we've all known in the past, taking it to the next level. And by the next level, I mean kind of what we sometimes refer to as beyond calling and messaging. So beyond the table stakes of calling and messaging, we've spent a lot of effort, and I think the whole industry in general is evolving towards that, where some new key technology trends are emerging. And the convergence of those key technology trends that is opening up new opportunities for kind of a reinvigoration of CPaaS to move into more immersive use cases and applications, and hence greater, larger monetization opportunities for the industry in general, but more specifically the operator community as well. And sort of those kind of the key technology, not trends, but actually convergence and maturity of those technologies. One significant area, of course, is AI, machine learning, and that we've all seen, all the excitement around ChatGPT and generative AI. Then we've seen a lot of speech and speech analytics related stuff in the audio and speech domain. And then there's even a larger amount in the kind of the video, what we call computer vision or machine vision domain. So that technology, as we've all seen emerge over the last number of years, is now, we believe and seen it, mature to the point where they can be very quickly used and leveraged in creating what we call these new immersive applications that are very crude or very general way to put it. Now, those applications, which are obviously go beyond sort of the traditional voice and messaging, we call table stakes CPaaS of the past, now going into these, leveraging these complex things, which are not so complex now going forward. And we'll talk more about that and see why it's easy to create these applications by providing APIs and building blocks of the CPaaS infrastructure that very complex technology domains such as AI, machine learning, and as well as 5G and 5G edge deployments can be abstracted fairly quickly and easily from the developer community to create these new experiences quickly and rapidly.
Right. No, I think that's what I'm excited about is we like to talk about it in terms of CPaaS 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. And, Radisys has always been known for your network technology and your media capabilities and so forth. And so the ability to expose an API, well, that's 1.0, and there's a lot of power in that. But you've
Exactly.
got some awesome, drag and drop, low code, no code tools now, which is clearly 2.0. And what you're telling me now is you also have now some applications that are really consumable, which is 3.0. So
Right.
it's great that you're able to kind of bring that whole spectrum of capabilities to the market.
Yeah, and I think that's the kind of the excitement, at least the way we see it, and the way we see it from our partners and customers around the globe, is the ability to create these. What would have been, I think even 4 years ago, near impossible because the complexity, somebody just should not have to be a deep data scientist, or somebody does not have to be, a telecom engineer with, 15, 20 years experience dealing with all sort of the 3GPP and ITF specs to be able to go create application. I mean, that was the foundation of sort of the original CPaaS 1.0. People said we should just do APIs above the SIP infrastructure. So the application developer who's a web developer or mobile developer should not have to be a telecom engineer, should abstract that through the API. So
That's
similarly,
right.
the same trend now is that, well, you should not have to be a deep data scientist. Those are building blocks that are coming into play. And sure, there's complexity in that's evolving, but from a developer perspective or being able to create an immersive application perspective, that complexity should not be a barrier to rapid innovation. I think that's where I think the convergence and maturity of these technologies are kind of coming into play now, which is kind of what makes this CPaaS 3.0 or 3 or whatever we call it or beyond kind of more exciting. And we'll have those discussions. We'll do some live demos of that as well during the event next week.
Exactly, exactly. So next Tuesday afternoon, we have our CPaaS Showcase Challenge.
Right.
And so, for those that are maybe tuning in for the first time, essentially this is the American Idol of CPaaS, right? So we'll have four contestants, we'll have four judges. That there's probably going to be some good questions back and forth, and then we'll also have the audience involved in picking the winner as well. So it's a
Right.
great way to entertain and educate. So we're super excited to have Radisys as one of our contestants. Maybe share with us, maybe not too much, but
Mhm.
teach us a little bit with what you're planning to present to us next week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I won't. I'll keep the demo right till the end when we see it live. So, but it's going to be around kind of the two or maybe three kind of key aspects, right? One, as we've already been talking the last few minutes or so, the ease of development, right? Taking complex things like computer vision or machine vision and creating an end-to-end use case and being able to create it very quickly and simply and be able to deploy it and have it run in front of right in front of us.
Oh,
So what
wow.
we're going to do is show a visual, kind of our visual drag and drop, low code, or in this case, actually no code mechanism of taking video feeds um, and then applying an inferencing engine on it, like a computer vision inferencing engine. So in that live video feed, be able to detect what we wanted to detect. And once that thing is detected, we'll be able to see it that in that video feed, the inferencing was able to recognize what we were looking for. And once that occurs, an outbound call will occur to your mobile phone. I'll hold that up, and it will alert me to say this event has occurred with a message, and that information about that event occurring, which was detected through the video feed, is now logged and tracked going forward. So the type of events that can be then detected and notifications and communications aspect of it is all part of the sort of the end-to-end application, which we will see through a very simple to create this application through a visual design tool, drag and drop, as well as be able to do it at a click of a button, be able to launch and have it run live in front of us.
Wow. Wow. That sounds incredible. That sounds incredible. So as we've mentioned, we're ready for Casa 23 starting next Monday on the 18th. What are you personally most looking forward to out of the 3 days that you'll be with us there?
Actually, I think the best thing is that the community as a whole is we learn from each other, right? So we have our experiences, our kind of forte in the area of technology, but there's everybody else is coming in from a network service provider side and application developer side. Where people have a lot of history and on the CPaaS itself. I think the most interesting is the exchange of ideas, looking at these demo use cases, listening to the presentations, and having sidebar conversations, right? And maybe even an informal environment. I think that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, learning from everybody, contributing to that discussion, and hopefully, as collectively we move this industry going forward. I think I'm really excited when this, you and others kicked off this whole initiative, this organization. We were looking for something just like that, so I was looking forward to that for next week.
Yeah, well, I appreciate those kind words, and absolutely. And I think there's even a boat ride involved that should be fun to
Oh, I didn't know.
facilitate
Okay,
some of this
that's good to hear.
conversation.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got a canal boat ride dinner, so I think that'll be a great opportunity for everyone to network have a more casual setting to have some of those conversations as well. So
Right.
very much looking forward to seeing your showcase live next week, as well as catching up a bit. Um, Safe travels, and we will see you on Monday.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Yep. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
All right.